Namaste, this is Monica and I welcome you to this session. So this session I have particularly prepared for people who are just starting their yoga practice and they are struggling with the asanas, which include a lot of hip openings, and so also if you are preparing to sit in meditation for a longer time, this session is really going to be beneficial for you because we are going to focus a lot on the hip opening today and work on our hamstrings as well a bit. Yes, so if you are entering your yoga practice, practice some of these asanas and you will see a great change in your hip opening, in your pelvic opening, and also groin. So let us explore this practice together and I'll see you on the mat. So let's get started with the session. So today we are going to explore a session completely sitting down or lying down on our back. So there are no standing asanas, there's no sun salutations today, so just relax yourself. But before we begin our session, I would suggest grab a scarf, towel, or if you have a yoga belt, you can get a yoga belt for yourself, and keep a block or a hard cushion so that you can sit over the cushion. We will need a hard surface for the cushion so that your hips are even. If you sit on a soft cushion, your hips may go uneven. So suggesting a hard cushion. Okay, and these things will make a practice much better, much deeper. So if you have these things around, great. So let us get started first with a breath awareness. You can sit in a cross-legged position. You can sit over a cushion. Place your palms over your thighs and gently close your eyes. Relax your shoulders. Relax your whole body. Taking this time to connect with your body. And take your awareness to your breath. Watching the natural rhythm of your breath. Feel the sensation in your nostrils as you inhale and as you exhale. You can feel the coolness of the air in your nostrils with inhalation and the warmth as you exhale. Connecting deeper with our breath on a subtler level. And as you connect with yourself, as you connect with your body, as you connect with your breath, let us join our palms together to the heart center. I'll be chanting one Om. If you want, you can join me in or simply watch your breath. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, you can open your eyes. So let us get started. So we will first begin with Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose. You can continue to sit over the cushion or you can remove the cushion if it is comfortable for you. Bringing the sole of your foot together, dropping your knees on either side. Again, if you want, you can place a cushion or a block under your knees if that feels more comfortable for you. Now you can hug your toes, or if your arms are not reaching to your toes because your lower back is going down, you can place your palms over your shin, ankle, wherever you reach. So choose your variation. Open your chest. And if you're continuously feeling that your lower back is going down, your hips are rolling back, and that is why we suggest using cushion, because that gives a good lifting to your hips. So instead of this, if you sit over the cushion, you will get a slight forward tilt. So let us stay here for some time. It is beautiful to connect with your body, with your breath as you hold into your asanas. Watching everything, watching how your hips are trying to open, how the gravity is working on your knees, just watching those subtle sensations in your body. And breathe in. As you breathe out, place your palms under your knees, bringing your knees together. And now from here, we will be moving both of our legs in the opposite direction. So you can move open as much as you can. If you place your palms behind your hips, you can maybe slide your legs a bit more forward. So see how much you can open depending on what your body allows. If you feel again you're rolling back, sit over the cushion or a block. So once you come in the center, that is when there are two options. Either you use a belt or place your both arms on the side and palms forward as much as you can. You will feel a stretch in your right hamstring when you do it on your right. So choose either side, or if you have a belt, that's even better. Make a loop in your belt or a scarf and wrap it around your foot just below your toes, and pull these two strings to ends towards your hips, pressing your chest a bit forward towards your right, little bit. And let us hold here for some time. So we are not pulling ourselves forward, we are keeping ourselves in the center, pretty much in the center. If it is possible for you, you can take one palm itself and then wrap it around, wrap the belt around your one palm and stay in the center. Just watch what kind of stretch you're getting, how it is helping you to lift your hips. So you're making sure that you're pulling this towards your hips and not to your chest. And breathe in, breathe out. To release, change the side. Again, either you tilt slightly to your left, pull, or you can use this, stay in the center. So this is for opening your hips. So which means we are working to open our hips, which means that our hips are closed, and that's why we are working. Because if your hips are already open, you don't need this. That's why I'm not suggesting anything deeper. We are working on opening our hips so that our pelvic opens, we are able to sit upright, and that is the aim of this practice. And breathe in. As you breathe out, release. And now we will move a bit more in the center. For that, you can either stay in the center itself, placing your palms behind, opening your chest, or if it is possible for you, place your palms forward, shoulder distance apart, and walk a little bit forward, not too much. So we are not rounding our spine to go forward, taking our head down. No, we are not doing any of that. We are just simply trying to keep our chest open, at the same time feeling that a bit of forward rolling in our hips. And you can press your palms to walk your palms back. Bring your legs together. Continue to sit over the cushion if it is possible for you, if you have cushion. So we will first lengthen our spine, getting into a forward fold. So lengthen your spine. If you want, you can raise your arms to lengthen your spine. And as you exhale, you fold forward. So we are not again rounding our spine too much here. We are simply keeping our chest open, hands on the side, and fold as much as you can. Alternatively, you can use the belt. Wrap it around under your toes to the mount of your toes and fold forward. You can see my upper arms are right next to my chest. My chest is trying to come forward. So I'm not trying to bring my shoulders forward, head down. I'm using my chest to fold. So you can stay in the center. And the moment you feel you're rounding too much, just stop there. Respecting our body where it is right now. Using right method to open our hips. No hurry, there's nothing. Just accept where we are and enjoy the process. Enjoy your asana. Enjoy the sensations, how you are connecting with your body. Let's be grateful about that. Sometimes when we practice, we feel bad that why can't I go deeper? Why can't I do this? Why can't I do that? But the whole idea is to enjoy yourself on the mat. Whatever movement you're making, you're already doing a great favor for yourself. So just remember that. Breathe in. As you breathe out, release. Let us do another one. So I'm just changing the side of my cushion. I want a less broader side. You can do the whole practice sitting with a block as well. The only problem with blocks sometimes it may not accommodate your hips. So a little wider cushion would be the best in this case. So next practice, you can bend your right knee. So you can either stay here, or if it is possible for you, take your right shin back. Okay, something like this. So option number one, if you don't have a belt, you can start walking your palms forward and stop wherever you feel you're rounding your spine. Okay, as long as you're feeling a good stretch in your hamstring. Option number two is you wrap the belt around. Again, we will do the same thing. We will pull this belt towards our hips, taking our chest forward. So you're not really fighting with the belt. Be easy with yourself. Be easy. Just nicely slide, pull, and feeling that stretch. Feeling your body, feeling your breath flowing in and out through your nostrils, just connecting with everything. And that makes your practice advance uh, the level of awareness that you have in your practice. It's not that you're doing Shirshasana or you're doing handstand. I don't personally consider that as advanced practice. That is also, everything is advanced as long as you are aware of your body, all your sensations. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, let us change the side. Straighten your right knee, bend your left knee. Again, choose your variation, use your palms or use the belt. Feel the lifting in your hips. This kind of like supports the lifting. What happens when we use a palm, when we use our arms itself, it doesn't support our hips as much as a pull of the belt supports you. The holding of the belt is basically taking care of your chest, your opening of the chest, and it gives you a nice support system to lift your hips because you have something to hold on to. So otherwise, when you try without the belt, the extra pressure will be taken by your lower back. And that's why I suggest that when you're working on opening your hips, using the belt is the best option. Once your hips are open enough, then you can, use your own body to go deeper in your practice. And breathe in. As you breathe out, release. Let us move to Malasana, another great hip opening, also a very good asana for your digestion in the morning. First thing, if you get up, you sit in Malasana. It really works wonders in your motions, in your digestion. So I of course understand sitting in Malasana for many people will be challenging, especially when your hips are not open. So usually without the bolster or a cushion, you can simply sit like this on your mat by keeping your feet diagonal, hip distance apart. It is meeting the midpoint of my sit bones. And then I join my palms and maybe send my knees away with the help of my elbows. However, if this is challenging for you, place your heels over a cushion like this. And that, I believe, will help you sit in Malasana. So take as much height as it is needed for you and then place your palms and sit. Now, even if here you find it challenging and you feel you need support, you can then place some two blocks or one block and place your palms over the block to support yourself, to get that lifting in your chest. So choose your variation, whichever works for you right now. Allow the gravity to work on your hips here. In all the asanas, making sure your body weight is in the center, you're not falling. Using this time to go within, inward. And the best way to go inward is watching your breath, watching your mind. If you have any thoughts running, you're not able to focus on your asana, and you think there's so many thoughts, allow yourself to watch your thoughts. There's so much we can learn on our mat itself. See if you're having any resistance. You will feel the resistance in your jaw, in your shoulders. So relax your shoulders, relax your jaw, and enjoy your practice. Let it go, let it be easy, no struggle. And breathe in. As you breathe out, release. Let us move to a little more challenging one. We will do a lunge and then we will switch to pigeon pose again, great hip openers. Both of them are great hip openers. So coming on your fours, you can then bring your right leg forward. So I will suggest placing a cushion or a towel, folded towel under your left knee. My mat is pretty thick, so I am good. But otherwise the other knee might hurt. So bring your knee, the front knee, right above your right heel, taking your hips forward, you can see. And if you feel that when you take your hips forward, your knee is going beyond, then maybe slide your back leg a bit more. And we'll hold here for some time, maybe a minute. So you can close your eyes. For some of you, it may be challenging to place your palms on the mat like this. Then in that case, use some height, place a book, block, bottle, whatever you have, to rest your palms over and hold. And as you breathe in, breathe out, moving to the pigeon pose. So for pigeon pose, we will be bringing our right shin on the mat. Okay, and if you feel that you want your right foot very close to your groin, that's okay. Slide your left leg back to allow your hips to come down. So you can see as I slide my left leg back, my hips are coming down. Now we have tendency to fall on one side in this one, so be mindful. Keep your body weight equal and press your left pelvic down. So I also have a small clipping running on the side. You can check that for more alignment. I always keep a small clip on the side in between, wherein I feel that you may need to have a look at the front side of the other side of the asana. So you can have a look at that. Again, in this one also you can support your knee with a cushion. If you have a gap between your right hip and the mat, then you can place a bolster or a cushion, whatever you have available, a block under your hip if you want. If you think you can hold without the support, you can try that as well without pushing yourself too much. Allow your shoulders to relax. And breathe in. As you breathe out, first tuck your back toe. Lift yourself up and then slide your right leg back, bringing your left leg forward, changing the side for low lunge. So remember the cues I given you, the variation that you want to take, and hold here about for a minute. Relax everything, relax your torso, relax your shoulders. These are not easy, I totally understand. Sometimes you might be struggling to hold, one part of you might be wanting you to give up. So that's the time when you see the conflict within you and handle that conflict with connecting with your breath and decide one thing, or you can just give up on your asana and that's fine. Or you tell your mind that I would want to continue this. Let me connect with my breath. But if you feel any sharp pain, or it's intelligent to listen to your body, and if you feel any sharp pain, then just move out of your asana and tuck your toes, moving to pigeon pose from here. Slide your leg back. So depending on how much open your hips are, if your hips are open, then you can keep it far from your pelvic. If your hips are closed and your hips are just not coming down on the ground, then bring it as close to your pelvic as possible. In this one, body weight in the center is very, very important. It's important in all the asanas, but in this you shouldn't be getting any contraction on any of your waist side. And if you are getting some contraction, which means you are not equally distributing your weight, and just be aware of that, be mindful of that. And breathe in. As you breathe out, tuck your toe first. Slide your leg back. And then we will be moving to a little intense one, which is known as frog pose. Be very, very careful with this one. Do not overstress yourself. Okay, so first thing what we are going to do, you come on your knees, place your palms on the mat, open your knees as wide as it is possible for you. And then open your shin also. So you can see my shin are open on the side. The side of your foot is resting on the floor. Keep placing your palms on the mat itself. Now see, if you feel, okay, this is good stretch for me, stay there. You can probably place your forearms down on the mat. Or if you want, you feel that you can stretch more. You can stretch more, then take your knees more apart. So in this whole thing, we are not taking our hips forward or back. We are keeping it aligned with our knees, and then place your forearms down and let us hold here. So choose how much you want to stretch. It is in your hands. Make sure that you're playing safe. Relax your shoulders and hold. Again, in this one, your knees are to be supported with some cushion, towel, whatever. If you have thick mat, then it's fine. Otherwise, your knees are going to hurt. And breathe in as you breathe out. First of all, coming out of this asana is very important. So bring your big toes together. Bring your feet together first. Place your palms down. Walk your palms back, taking your hips back on your heels. And then you can bring your knees one by one together with the help of your palms, and you will feel little sensation here. So the good counter this thing is just get into the child pose. Now again, getting into the child pose, if you feel your hips are lifting too much, put a cushion here and relax. And now let us lie down on our back. Let us explore one or two more asanas and then we will relax. So stretch your legs out. Bend your right knee. Bring your right foot closer. If you now again use your towel, scarf. Wrap it around your foot and straighten your right leg as much as you can, pulling this towards your hips. If you want, you can use again, wrap your palm around, take it in, hold your leg and pull it towards your hips. The left palm can be resting on your left thigh. You can keep your left toe stretched so that you can keep your left leg also active. So it's very important that you keep the other leg active while you're working on the hamstring and the hips here. And as you exhale, drop it to your right as much as you can. It doesn't have to go all the way down. As much as it is going down, allow it to go down. Bring your leg back in the center and you can release. Let's change the side. Wrap it around again. Pull it towards your hips. So try and keep your knee as straight as possible for you without pushing too much. So these deep stretching sessions can really make you also feel relaxed at the same time. You can always notice whenever you do deep stretching, you go deeper in your body, you hold your asana, it will make you feel really calm and relaxed. And you can drop it on your side. Keeping the other leg active. Bring it back in the center and release. So finishing a session with Supta Konasana, which is sleeping butterfly. So you can bring the sole of your feet together, open your knees on opposite side, the sole of your feet touching each other, or maybe opening up to the ceiling. And place your palms on the side and just allow the gravity to work on your knees. Relax. And then we'll finish a session with Shavasana, relaxation. Just 2 minutes of relaxation. And you can then place your palms under your thighs, push your thighs in to bring your knees back together. And then you can, if you want, if you feel too much stretch here, bend your knees, hug your knees a bit so that you kind of like bring these muscles back in their place. So that happens sometimes. And even if after the practice, if you feel that kind of stress, just do this for countering it. Your body will automatically tell you what to do, and just follow that somatic awareness. So now relax, allow your body to loosen up. Relax all the way up from your head to your toes, from your toes to your head. Allow yourself to sink down in the silence of your breath, feeling your body getting heavy on the ground, sinking in relaxation, and sweep your awareness to see if you're holding any tension and release that tension. Maybe it's tension in the body or tension in the mind. It is all interrelated. And you can tell yourself, I am allowing myself to relax. I am letting it all go. This is my time, my moment, and I'm going to spend it with myself. And you can continue in this relaxation. If you want to come out, you can move your fingers and toes gently. You can move your head from one side to the other. Shake your legs, stretch your body, and bend your knees, roll over to your right. Take a moment, and whenever you feel ready, come up. Oh, I feel pretty relaxed after the session. I feel pretty open. What a mindful session. I'm really thankful to you that when I prepare these sessions, I also get to enjoy my sessions at the same time. So yeah, I hope the session will help you. You'll have to practice it multiple times in order to really open your hips. Just one off session will not help you as much. So try and practice this as much as you can. You don't have to follow the entire session. Just pick up whatever, like 3-4 asanas, and whenever you get time, just spend some time doing that on your own. With that, if you like this session, you can hit the like button. You can also subscribe to my channel for more such sessions. And let us finish our practice with one Om. You can join your palms together to the heart center. I'll be chanting one Om to seal our practice for today. Take a deep breath in. Thank you. I wish you a mindful day ahead. Bye bye.